next, prospects. You know, we have these great prospects, but self-inflicted wounds. And nothing I've heard indicates that we won't have the Tea Party or somebody like them trying to stop the train again in January. That's just got to be done with. I hope we get to the point where it's treasonous to decide that you want to get rid of your president, that ought to be treasonous, to decide that your party is more important than your country, that ought to be treasonous, and just get to work and pass the budget. Argue about it all night and then get it done. So our inability to do that is frightening to me. Also, we've got a lot of bank influence, and everyone knows it. I think we actually may get the Volcker Act passed. Are we going to get that passed? That's really good news. So we're probably maybe growing out of the moment when banks just controlled every darn thing living and dying in Washington, D.C. Because the banks definitely don't want that to happen. But it's good. So the first one is series into silos. Internet assistants display their importance as a category by spreading out into a large number of new Siri-like products, many of which work to increase utility by going deep into vertical markets. The results are improved success in voice recognition, knowledge-based utility, and customer trust and acceptance. Number 2, visualization goes mainstream. As big data, cloud computing, and vast increases in storage and processing take hold, the role of data visualization becomes much more common in our tools. Having created systems much more advanced than the human brain in these categories, we now must find improved ways of digesting all of this information. Number 3, low price becomes a critical driver in global consumer electronics product creation as emerging economies absorb a dramatically larger fraction of all devices sold. The result of bringing hundreds of millions out of poverty is the creation of a new purchaser segment in consumer electronics. The result of that is the next two calls. Number 4, sub-$100 smartphones will dominate the phone category. And number 5, sub-$250 pads will dominate the pad carry-on category. These are global. Number 6, software plays on a flat hardware field as we build out the global computer. This is the real mover behind everything in IT, from the blank, black real estate of your cell phone and pad, to virtualized storage and servers, emulated processors, software-defined networks, and the most advanced cloud computing services. Even as hardware continues to advance, software is where most of the energy, innovation, and action occur. Number 7, Barry, this is for you. The new Microsoft that nobody expected. Microsoft gets a new CEO with a new power structure that encourages cooperation instead of warring factions, and which leads to improved success in consumer markets. The stock continues to climb on an annualized basis, and Redmond starts to get some of its mojo back, defined by people wanting to work there. Number 8, micro-mapping arrives. Various firms open the door on a brand new category in mapping, advertising, location ID, and transactions. This multi-category launches in 2014 with small but fast-growing revenues that will become mammoth in the years ahead. Number 9, the quantified self goes mainstream. The idea of knowing more and more detail about your personal health and characteristics goes from being a science story to a jogger's delight to a mainstream market. Keeping track of your own health data in real time is no longer something for geeks and workout fanatics, but is accepted as a new and mainstream category of behavior, products, and preventative medicine. Doctors will have to start catching up. Encryption everywhere, number 10. The direct commercial result of Edward Snowden's leaks will be a massive move by large tech companies, both in enterprise and consumer markets, to evolve new encryption technologies and products that use them. While NSA proofing will be the motivator, the real benefit may be improved protection of commercial IP from theft by China and other nations. So that's 10. And by the way, I wrote that last one. This is a moving target because this is happening every night. We have a new announcement from Microsoft and Google and everybody else.